Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for a episode review. I know I just was trying to upload this video just a moment ago, and I'm sorry that I didn't finish uploading it. I might have screwed up in that video a little bit, but not too much. But still, this is for the iCarly Reboot Season 2 Episode 7 review that I'm gonna be talking about in this episode review and all that. So I'm gonna discuss what I watched for this season 2 episode 7 review for I Dragged Him is what the episode name is called, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this episode review. Now, sorry, I thought I heard something from my window or whatever. It was kind of creepy, honestly. But yeah, I personally have some problems with this episode. Not a lot of problems, just where they mention a joke about Kim Jong Un. I get that. I get that they want to joke about it. There's nothing wrong with that because the man is a son of a bitch, honestly. But it's just the way you perceive it with how you uh, say the joke, and it just comes off really out of place where you're like, should you have said that? But yeah, it just that line in the episode kind of just took it to a different place where they're talking about pretty much war criminals. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, Kim Jong Un is the son of a bitch, honestly, in my personal opinion. But yeah, and we all know that he is. But still, it's just the way I guess some people are gonna view this episode. That part is a little cringy, in my opinion. It just didn't execute very well, in my personal opinion. But it just, the joke, I don't know if it landed. I just didn't feel for that joke, honestly. It was sort of cringy. I was like, what does that have to do with mentioning about Seabiscuit that Carly mentioned? And then Freddie said the Kim Jong Un thing, and then I'm like, okay, I don't know if that works. I know it was meant to be a joke, but yeah. Still, this episode executed averagely, in my opinion. It basically, Carly and Spencer are signing up for this event, this sporting event or whatever, and Millicent and Freddie are doing this union thing or something like that. I don't know what it's for. It's for her school or whatever, in the show, I mean. And Harper's teaching is doing stylish outfits for drag queens, of course. So, yeah, not to sound like I'm being prejudiced there. I'm just mentioning what the episode is about. So, yeah, overall, with what this episode was going for I Dragged Him, it executed averagely. I think this show needs to really be careful with what they're gonna say. I know it was meant to be a joke and a little side joke in the episode, but I don't know if I felt for that joke, honestly. I just felt like, okay, you said it, it's done, just don't do that again. Whoever wrote that line fucked up a bit. But not to say, I get why they wanted to say that, because they wanted to make it seem funny. And clearly, it it's iffy with me right now, so I'm not sure what I think about that side joke. So, first score for me, I'm giving episode 7 of season 2 for iCarly Reboot a 7.5 out of 10. It's average, but it's sort of underwhelming at times, mostly because of that joke, And also, they did joke in season 1 about the pandemic, and that shit was not funny. I think that was a red flag there, where I'm like, you should not have fucking said that. Because a lot of people died just for you to fucking say that joke. So whoever wrote that line or whatever in that episode for, I think it was episode 3 of season 1, if I remember correctly. You can definitely go check out my review for it if you haven't seen it. I think you might enjoy it. I had problems with that episode, but season 1 was very underwhelming. And this season is starting to go a little downhill. If you mention jokes like that about the pandemic, then I'll be like, okay, I'm fucking done with this show. But I'm probably going to be done with this show after this season ends, if it doesn't get renewed. If it doesn't get renewed, I'll just be like, okay, they tried something. They kind of fucked up at times, but hey, you're not going to have the best show in the world, but they tried. They at least tried. Some of the characters are not so bad in this show. The new characters, I mean, Harper and Millicent, they're not too bad, but it's just the way you go about how the show's going to execute, and to the viewer that's going to watch it and how it's going to execute is what's going to be the main underlying thing that you got to determine if you like this episode or not, or this season, or the first season and all that. But still, I'm gonna stop rambling by saying comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of season 2 episode 7 for iCarly season 2 reboot. iCarly Reboot season 2 episode 7 if you enjoyed it and watched it on Paramount Plus or online. And if you did enjoy this episode 7 review for season 2 of iCarly Reboot, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will have another review coming out as soon as I can. I don't know what for, but I'll look into it and see which I'm gonna do or whatever. But still, I hope you enjoyed this episode 7 review for season 2 of iCarly Reboot. Keep in mind, I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. It's not my favorite episode, honestly, because it had some underwhelming jokes that are sort of cringy. But everything else about it after the Kim Jong-un joke, I was like, okay, this is average. But still, at the end of the day, it's just my opinion on this show, on what I thought of this episode. I hope the last 3 episodes are a little better than this kind of screw up. But anyways, it's already been said. We'll just leave it at that. But stay safe. Take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode 7 review for iCarly Reboot Season 2. And as always, I will see you in my next review.